Oh, good stuff.
Good stuff.
We took our
Quality.
time there with we had a proper little catch-up chat before we actually
Well,
started.
actually, it's a bit frustrating because that's all the banter done.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
we used it privately. What
Usually I store like 56 minutes worth of banter inside of me, and that's like 20 minutes of it gone already.
I know, yeah. To be fair, we were talking about very personal stuff.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't find it interesting. Sean has a tail.
And some of you might be outraged if you're the people involved in what we were talking about.
Oh, yeah, no, we make a lot of enemies almost immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean, it would make for good listening. But
It would do.
Would ruin several of our personal relationships.
Yeah, but we don't need them anyway.
No.
We're star.
I'm too busy for friends.
I was on my algorithm. You know what? This
Yeah.
is so bizarre because I don't know where this movie came out of.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just scrolling through, and it was Stephen Graham,
Yeah.
being kind of a Stephen Graham sort of character.
Intimidating, dark.
I would say, like, definitely intimidating, and actually not intimidating, but not in the sense of like, it's me combo from
Mhm.
This Is England.
Yeah.
That's yeah,
I remember.
yeah,
I know.
Cool. I've only seen clips of that as well. So that's
Oh, you
reference.
haven't seen the film?
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I've seen
Pre-
like every bit of it without actually seeing it. I've seen it like Pulp Fiction sort of way.
Have you seen it? Have you been watching it on YouTube Shorts?
Yeah.
1 minute at a time.
I swear to God, I've watched Lord of the Rings, the entire thing, in like over the course of 2 weeks, just like basically frame by frame. And but it's him in a car,
Yeah.
just being like, oh, he didn't want to leave his wife, and how was he supposed to leave his wife? Like, this is, just for an affair, and like, so I had to kill her. And then the camera pans, and the person in the car opposite him is Sean Bean in drag.
What a reveal!
Yeah, it was really, because I feel like that should have been more. I'd say the movie's about 10 years old, and it's a
Yeah.
very serious movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Bloody heck!
but he had that, but he had like when he was like, this is because he was on trial for like as part of the murder, from what I
Mhm.
picked up on.
Yeah.
And he's in the court, in his like suit and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And he was like, "Yeah, I didn't bloody kill her. I wasn't part of it."
Oh, he wasn't in drag in court.
And then because he starts saying that like, I went there for sex. That's it. I wouldn't murder someone.
What is this film?
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, this was just an episode of Get Birding with Sean Bean. That went really dark.
Yeah, like I became a bird.
This were a podcast about bird watching. Now it's a gritty drama, and I'm in drag. Although, even though it's an audio medium, you can't see that. But I need you to know that I'm in drag this whole time.
But
Look at that blue tit.
but him get burdened with that a subtle thing for him transitioning.
Get birding. Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm going to get to be a bird.
He looked well though, I have to say.
Yeah, in
He
drag.
looked well, yeah.
Some people, it really suits some
But
people.
it's very surprising because in my head, my first memory of Sean Bean
Mhm.
as like recognizing him as not just like like Golden Eye and he's in Lord of
Yeah.
the Rings, but I never thought of him as an actor. We'll say that you'd recognize in other people till I was
Yeah.
about maybe 14, 15, because when Sheffield United went down, do you remember this? In a
No.
football reference, they went down when 2006 actually.
Yeah.
West Ham bought Carlos Tevez.
Oh,
Mascherano. Massive controversy, but Sheffield United protested against it because they ended up getting relegated instead of West Ham.
Right.
And Sean Bean was like front line, being like, "I love my United, love my Sheffield United."
Oh, I thought you said Man United there, and
Oh,
I
no.
was very confused.
That's what actually everyone in the crowd turned and went to. He said, "No, my Sheffield United, like my United."
This guy's a phony.
Get him!
And the mob got Sean
And then
Bean.
like they all jumped on top of him, and then like skirmishing, and then he was standing beside them in drag. He went that way, boys. Thanks, lady.
Me? There is no Sean Bean here. Oh, that's funny. Oh, well, yeah, he is a Sheffield lad.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Him and the Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that's it, yeah.
That's it, kind
To
of.
be fair, I see what you mean, though. As him, like, he's an actor who and this is not a criticism, but, like...
It's a criticism. Everyone get ready.
Maybe it is, but I can
Ooh.
see him in a very narrow kind of field of roles, and generally gruff bloke.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
gruff bloke
yeah.
adjacent.
Yes, yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, I wouldn't see him being like, "Hello, I'm a character actor playing Spindly Tom."
Okay.
You know?
Hold on. First of all, that's just Mrs. Doubtfire you were doing there.
No.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't see. Oh, maybe that would be good to see Sean Bean as Mrs. Doubtfire.
That would be.
Oh, bloody heck, kids. I'm your new nanny.
And they'll be like, "You're clearly the dad. You're
No,
clearly dad."
no, I'm
I-
not. Now get this beans on toast into you. Saying, oh, that's what Dad used to make. No, he didn't. He didn't make beans on toast.
This is Mrs. Pennyworth's beans on toast.
This is Featherbottom. That's me. Oh, bloody heck, I miss my wife. I mean, I love being a nanny. I've never met you before.
Now let's go watch the footy.
Go
I don't like the footy, but you like the footy.
Come on, you blades. As you can there, son. I mean, boy, who I'm looking after of in a professional manner. Dad, it's been 10 minutes. You've already blown your cover.
You've not even shaved your legs.
Shit, I've done it again.
Fucking hell. All right, kidnapping so.
He runs away in 20 minutes. There's another knock on the door. Hello, it's me, a new nanny. I've never been here before. They should bring it back, Mrs. Doubtfire too, but it's like a short film because he screws it up immediately.
I've shown been here before. What? Now you're just breaking the fourth wall. Jesus Christ.
That doesn't make any sense.
So speaking of transitioning, you transitioned from Edinburgh to Glasgow.
Smooth segue.
Thank you. You were gigging up in the not free Celtic.
Yeah,
country.
I was in Scotland there for a few days.
Yeah.
For I had a great time. I have to say, I got there on Saturday night. I got the train up. Although, like, because I got the train, and I got the train back as well.
Did you?
I did, yeah. The train up it felt so long. I have done it many times now.
How long is it?
It's like 4.5 hours.
My God.
To be fair, it's not that bad. But after 4 hours, I was like, I just want to walk around.
That last half an hour, you were real moody.
Yeah, I was real moody. Just twisting
Hitting
in my
off
seat.
people.
Yeah, sulking. And I gotta tell you though, going from like the quiet carriage to Glasgow city centre on a Saturday night in the space of 30 seconds is like whiplash.
Oh, really?
People love. I almost, being in London, I forgot that people actually go out on Saturday night in some places. I was like, oh my God. Honestly, it was like being back. It was like being a student again. Honestly, I was like, whoa, yeah, people are going out in the town. Like the place is hopping on so many. So like train stations, you remember? Oh, just so many like security staff in a couple of the stations. I think was Saturday night a special occasion? I don't know. But
I think for young people it is.
Yeah,
just going out and being alive.
I think so.
And you're like, oh, I have to be in bed by 10.
I was like, oh, stop. No, because leave me.
Stop.
Oh, my jokes. No, it was great to see a place actually hopping on a weekend.
Wait,
again.
so this was just the train?
No,
this was some sort of rave on the train.
Was just around the train station, like Glasgow Centre.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Obviously, right in the city centre.
Yeah.
And I put my bag in the hotel, and then I went right out to another gig straight away, which was cancelled anyway.
Oh, that was the half one.
Yeah. Which I got there. I found out as I got there that it was cancelled. And part of me, to be honest, was like, oh, grand.
Yeah.
I'm very tired. And this wasn't one of my tour shows. This was like a mixed bill gig. But to be fair, I booked that in just to make the most of it, of being up there. And it would have been like a 20-minute spot. But I didn't really mind. I was like, okay, I'm very hungry now, so I'll just go get some...
Burkites
Yeah.
that had bought tickets. So
I don't think they were there for me. I don't think anyone was
there to protest you.
Yeah, boo. So we had to cancel it because they were wrecking the place. It was like Playboy of the Western World in the Abbey Theatre.
Look, we're cultured.
Look at that for a reference. They were tearing up seats.
Because they were confused about what was going on. We saw it. I didn't have a clue what was happening.
Yeah. What's going on? They keep saying words like Shawneen and Bonnie and
just,
Girleen.
Yeah, so we just trashed the place.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm confused.
You're making me think.
Yeah, I'm not even offended, just confused. But arrived there Saturday night, and then Sunday I had a show at 1:30 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon, which is
so the mixed bill was in the evening, was it?
Yeah, the night before, and that was really nice. Good crowd. I mean, for 1:30 on a Sunday afternoon,
it
was great. It was a great turnout.
What venue was it again?
It was a place called the Flying Duck, and it was like, I think it's most of the time a music venue, that kind of vibe. And that was good crack. Although setting up, it's often like kind of like a mixed bag. You don't know what to expect when you get to a venue. And to be fair, like they had me everything I needed, like in the end, like aux cable and like a projector screen.
Oh my
and
god,
all
you're
that.
so needy.
I am so needy.
Oh my god.
But if I was to do a second tour, it's a real shame, but I would rethink the amount of tech involved. And this is like a minor amount of tech.
I know.
But it means like my pre-show ritual is get to the venue, have a brief heart attack when something doesn't work, and then ready for the show.
Yeah.
And that's happened, like I've done 7 shows so far, and like 3 or 4 times, there's been like a moment where the tech has been like, oh, that's not working. And I've been like, oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's all gone ahead.
I remember chatting with Mark T. Cox about this because he opened for, I can't remember who it was. It was in Clare. Let's just say it was something like Bernard Casey or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And like Mark is from Ennis, and he went back and supported him, whatever the local theatre is down there, some sort of theatre, I imagine.
Yes.
But he said like he plays keyboard and he did, mic and everything that goes in, everything you need when you're a musician.
Yeah.
And like he did all that, and it's like you do a sound check and make sure everything's working. If something goes wrong, it just takes ages. Well, Bernard Casey or any comedian just comes in with a mic and just like done. Just like, yep, mic's turned on, that's great.
I know.
And he's just like, I'm just gonna stop playing music. Like
I know it's
or any sort of like extra, just like use the power of your voice.
It's such a shame, like, because to be fair, it puts more focus on your stand-up then, because it's just 60 minutes of straight talking or more.
Yeah.
But to be honest, like I wanted to have a few other, not even sketch bits, just other bits to mix it up a bit to more represent what I do on social media, which isn't stand-up. People, I'm a sketch comedian really, so
sketchy as well.
I'm a sketchy
problematic
comedian.
Yeah.
That was my bio for a long time.
Was it actually?
Yeah. So I'm ahead of the curve here with the puns. And then I was like, I should probably stop describing myself as a sketchy comedian. There's enough male comedians out there.
I can imagine about 4 or 5 years ago, you're like, I'm just going to put the sketch. Take the E out of that. I don't want to put any lists accidentally. Hiding in plain sight. I said it the whole time.
Yeah. But I don't know. I think I feel for musicians. Like, Jesus, that's another level of like gear and forethought. But like, it's just, it would be handy to just show up and need a microphone. Even in our venue where we do the monthly comedy night, if the mic doesn't work, you can just speak loudly. Seriously, and
which we have done on occasion.
Done
because sometimes we forget to turn it on.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's also the performer's fault. But and so that was Edinburgh.
Then was Edinburgh, yeah.
And Eleanor opened for you in.
Eleanor opened for me in Edinburgh in a place called Monkey Barrel, which is like the best comedy venue.
Yeah,
going
probably.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's like. I think it's famous. Most famous.
It is. That's where most comedians want to gig now in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
Because they just it feels like it's made by performers as well, or run by. I don't know if that is the case, but they have loads of different rooms in a similar area. They have everything you need. They had like 2 screens either side of the stage, which is even better for me because oftentimes I have a screen on stage and I'm a bit in front of the screen.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh, and I do a song at the end and I sometimes have to awkwardly stand in the corner of the stage and dance. But that was set up and like just the mic, I mean, all the tech was good to go. I could come in directly on the stage where most venues at this stage, like I'm literally just walking past people.
Did you like once perform there, like with the single tear go down your cheek, like Alexander the Great, before he had no more worlds to conquer? He's
that
like,
was it.
This is it. It's peak now.
Yeah, I was like, it's as good as it gets.
Everything went well.
Yeah. And it was a great crowd. It was the biggest crowd of the tour so far.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we sold like 30 to 40 tickets on the day.
Oh, that's class.
Which also helps with, I get the impression that's because, again, of Monkey Barrel. They have a really good network, like an online presence and just a good community of people who know the venue and will just go on the day and go see a show. And I think I was the only show on there. So I was the only choice by default.
Default.
Oh, but it was great. Yeah, really good.
Did you go out afterwards?
Me and Eleanor had a couple of drinks, but then...
Did you put like a little velvet rope around you so that the normies couldn't get you?
Do you mind?
Sorry, how many followers have you got, child? I am the Prince of England. You don't have an Instagram account. That's class.
Yeah.
And Bristol's next?
Bristol's next, yeah. Bristol, which tickets absolutely limping off the shelves in Bristol. And thankfully you're going.
I am going, so that's one more limped off, I guess.
And your cousin.
Cousin
as well.
Jack, yeah.
Cousin Jack.
Is bringing a few pals.
Fair
No
play to
pressure,
him.
Jack, but you have said a few times you're bringing a few people.
Fair play.
So, how about bring everyone in
He's
Bristol?
probably already got them all tickets, and
I-
and I'm like, oh, I need more.
Yeah.
I need more, Jack.
Yeah, we're still hungry, Jack. We're still hungry.
so I'm going to give that one last push, and then Bristol, Cambridge, and then it's Ireland. So
Bristol,
Dublin.
okay. Cambridge.
Yeah.
How's that? What's that like? Have you ever been there before?
I have been there before, yeah,
Yeah.
but I've never gigged there
Scouting.
before. Yeah.
You went with glasses on, a little notepad.
Yeah,
You're
we're like, yes, I think these people enjoy jokes.
yeah.
Good. I'll
Um,
take this reconnaissance.
Is there where Footlights is at that
It
Cambridge?
is, yeah.
Yeah, I hate those
Well,
guys.
that's part of the university, though.
I know, but I still hate those guys.
Oh, no, that's fair.
Okay. I have no more context than that.
No
There's lots
push,
of- yeah.
no pushback from me.
There was someone who pretended to be going to Cambridge.
Tim Key.
Yeah, that's very, very funny.
That I love that. The audacity of that.
Yeah.
Just getting away with it.
But he did the whole. He was
Did
there.
the whole thing. Got was in the shows and everything, and I think they knew quite early on that he wasn't to Cambridge, but
they
they
liked
gave him
him.
a wink.
Yeah.
It's grand. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're funny. I just love that.
I love it as well.
Yeah. So he has best of both worlds in that. He has the Cambridge footlights kind of what's the word
Connections.
connections
Yeah.
reputation
Yeah.
without actually being a Cambridge
Which always takes it out of it.
without actually going there.
Because wasn't it who out of Monty Python was in the Footlights as well?
Probably like 3 of them. I'd
Well, I
say.
know because the other 2 of them went to Eton, I think, or something.
Oh,
Or Oxford.
oh,
They
the
went to
other
Oxford.
two slummed it in Oxford.
Yeah. But you know that there was Monty Python is Graham Chapman, John Cleese,
Mhm.
Michael Palin, Eric Idle, and Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
Don't think Terry Gilliam went to any of them because he's a dirty yank.
Yeah.
50. Actually gave up his
Yeah.
citizenship, but he's quite sound when it comes to politics. But I think he's problematic as well. But he is 80 years old.
Yeah.
Same with Roger Waters. You know Roger Waters and Dave Gilmour of Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Roger Waters hates Russia, pro-Israel. Dave Gilmour is pro-Palestine.
Loves
No.
Russia.
No, hold on. No, they're opposite to each other. So Roger Waters hates Russia,
Loves Israel.
loves Israel,
So Dave Gilmour loves Palestine.
and supports Russia, supports Ukraine.
Right. Okay. Oh
Okay.
no, that's not the opposite then.
Why? What did I
Because you said Roger Waters. You said he hates Russia.
Roger Waters hates Russia, but is pro-Israel.
Was pro-Israel. So that would mean David Gilmour is anti-Israel
Yes,
and.
pro-Ukraine.
Oh, I suppose
That
it
is what I said. I don't know why it feels like I'm not doing this
Yeah,
right.
it feels like no. I think that's correct.
Yeah,
No, I take it back. I take back my complaint.
I'm gonna put this in the edit now that you're really pushing me on this. But yeah, so they're all all of them ended up doing like whatever the equivalent of Edinburgh was, and they were all like doing a sketch together. But there was one more person who was like kicked out, who was not the reference Boyzone on Late Late Show again, but he was Dickie Rock's son of Boyzone.
Was he like the Pete Best of Monty Python?
Good.
Imagine it was also Pete Best. Unlucky.
Yeah, sorry, Petey.
He's like, well, I don't need this band from Liverpool because I've got this really up and coming sketch group.
Maybe this boy band in Ireland will take me. It was David Jason.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He had worked whatever way, it was like he was involved with them. I think maybe it was not the 9 o'clock news. Maybe, or that's not what
that was after. That was Rowan Atkinson.
Yeah, that was Ron Accident. But they had a sketch, like it was like one of the first sketch shows.
Oh
I
right,
can't remember what
okay.
it was called.
Oh, was it like the Cambridge Review or something like that?
Could have been something like that, but it was very, very obviously pre Monty Python. Maybe when they were working with who's the British guy, but no, sorry, Irish. Oh, what's his name?
Spike Milligan.
Spike Milligan. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he was like their mentor.
Oh really?
Yeah, and his famous thing in Irish was "Your stand." I told you I was ill.
Yeah, on his gravestone.
On his grave. Yeah,
How was he Irish?
his dad was Irish, but was in the British Army. I think his mom was Irish or maybe his mom might have been
His
English.
dad was Irish.
Was Irish, but was in the British Army, and he was born in India.
Right. Okay.
And his mom.
Okay.
And his, yeah, all right. Look, we need him. Okay.
Proper. He should be on the Brennan's ads. He's as Irish as Brennan's bread. Made in India. Today.
That was more Sean Bean than it was Ronnie Drew.
Today's
Irishman.
Today's birds. Today.
But he there's a great thing. He was on. He got a lifetime achievement award.
Oh, it's very funny. That
Yeah.
clip
The clip when
where he's at the comedy awards.
yeah,
And
Jonathan Ross
Oh, it's fantastic. It's like the biggest laugh I've ever heard in my life.
ever. Yeah.
What's he say? He says something. Oh, he calls King Charles.
So King
well,
Charles-
at the time, Prince Charles. He calls him like a
Because he reads out. He reads out a letter.
yeah,
So, Jonathan Ross does
yeah,
reads out a letter from like Prince Charles
Mhm.
telling him how much he adores him
yeah.
and what a legend he is and how he always looked up to him, and he's like groveling prick. It's so good, so good.
Just the audacity of it. Oh, it's just
The only man who can get away with it
oh,
because he's dead now.
yeah.
Because he was about to have him murdered, but then he died of natural causes, much to Prince Charles, chagrin.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic stuff.
I was in Prague.
Of course, yeah.
I was in
yeah.
Prague.
I was like, no, it's only me who's travelled.
me.
My life is interesting. You were there, but you weren't in the stadium, were you?
No, couldn't get it. It was. I went over for Ireland versus
Czechia.
Czechia. Yeah, I'm not going to dead name them. Czechia. I'm woke.
Good.
I'm an ally.
No good.
Went over, no tickets. But yeah,
No plane tickets.
no plane. Yeah,
So the Irish Army invaded Gatwick Airport briefly.
kind of, to be honest. But we flew over. It was myself, my brother Kev, who doesn't listen, a few of his mates who might listen. I was, bantered with quite a bit for having a podcast.
Oh, really?
Not that much, actually. As
Okay.
much. I don't know if they were even aware. I think one or two of them were aware. They were like, "How's the podcast? Grand." And that's the last we'll speak
And you're
about.
like, stop making fun of me. Stop making fun of me.
God, I start banging my head against the table. But we flew out from Stansted. I tell you what, I couldn't believe it. It was so we flew out. I think it was like 11 or something. That was the flight.
Mhm.
So I'd usually, anytime I'm flying and it's like 11 o'clock flight, and I'm going back to Ireland, I arrive at Stansted 10 past 10, quarter past 10. I'm just so used to flying now. It's like
yeah.
it's quick to get through, whatever. This is a Wednesday morning. It was an hour
Oh, in the security?
in the security. There was like there was a massive. There was they sent out like a charming old man who was just like, and I was like, what happened? And he was like, well, basically, there's training going on about how to work the security properly. And don't you know, the training is happening today. And there's no one here to do security. Isn't this dreadful? And I was like, yeah, but we've got flights. Isn't this dreadful?
I said, isn't this dreadful?
You want to go, Shani?
He's got you in a chokehold this whole time. Well done, man.
Yeah, it's dreadful. Yep, you're right. And there was like loads of like, 'cause I had my Irish jersey on, and there was loads of like people in jerseys who were flying over to the Italy game. For like the Nordies were playing Italy, and we were playing Czechia, and so it's just a bit of crossover. But these Northern Irish guys were walking by me, and I was like, good luck in the game, all that sort of stuff. And they were like, right. I was like, all right. And I got a bit of chat out of them, but we kept on crossing over,
Oh, right, yeah.
like as we were walking by, and I kept on going, huh, you again? And they were just like, no, we're not. They were like 20. I think they weren't sure if they were supposed to fight me or be friends. They hadn't quite come to that.
Were you on
enlightenment.
like travelators going in the opposite direction?
Yeah. So like we were.
And you were like, how's it going? And they were like, Catholic or Protestant?
Basically, yeah.
And you're like, how's it going? They're like, you still haven't answered the question. We don't know whether we should be friends with you or not.
I'm sort of agnostic. Yeah, but not such a Catholic or a sports Catholic, I guess.
Catholic atheist or Protestant atheist.
But we got through, and the only reason I came in early because the lads were like, "Oh, we'll have pints," and I was like, "Oh yeah, airport pints are the best pints." Managed to get one in, flew over, and then we had a 4-hour train from Vienna.
Wow.
All right.
So okay, yeah.
Okay, because we could not afford direct flights.
Right, fair enough.
And we got on at Vienna and like a few pints, played football 501.
What's that?
It's like it's like darts, but it's like with football. It's like
So you throw a football at a dartboard.
it's
Bullseye.
It's a game.
Bullseye.
How can you upset the most amount of people in one go? But it's where you it's like a TikTok thing, but it's like you would say Premier League, like just say Arsenal most appearances, and you have to like get to 501.
Oh.
But you have to, the most you can get, it's start scoring. So you can, the most you can get is 180.
Right.
And they go up like that.
Oh,
So we did that to get to know everyone.
All
Bit
right.
of fun. Bit of fun. And then we arrived, we had one changeover. And it's all grand. We're like, there was a guy who came down who was like, all right, lads, JD for the boys. We're like, all right, and just pouring shots of JD into our mouth. While this is a Wednesday afternoon, people are going to work, coming from work, seeing their family. We're like,
Those poor Austrians.
yeah,
Or whatever.
or like we were heading to Czech Republic, so a bit of both,
The Czechs. Yeah.
But we got so we had a changeover at this train station somewhere about halfway, about an hour in, all right, and we had 3 minutes to get to the train.
Oof,
all right,
that's
now it
narrow.
was right across,
Yeah.
but if we were late in any way,
Yeah.
like as soon as we got in, sat down, it took off.
Yeah.
Okay, and I really hoped when we looked out the window, we'd see one guy with like a briefcase going, guys, and then the Austrians hit him with bats or something. But this is when it kind of got a bit too. So there was about 10 of us.
Yeah.
All right. Then there was like a load of young lads.
Yeah.
Who were like 20, 21, 22, and then about 4 hour lads who were like 45 and 50. Now we were civilized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were like the before and after with prison in the middle.
Okay. What, the young lads and
The
the
young
old
lads and the old lads,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So first of all, we were sitting down, just having a bit of crack, singing a few songs and stuff like that. And we had basically a carriage to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And these like 19-year-old like Czech guys come up and we're like, hey guys, just so I know you guys are having fun, but there are old people on the train. So could you just like maybe keep it down, Like I know you're here to, I get it. I support Sparta Prague. I like to have a good time, but we try to do it when people are taking part. And one of the lads was just like, fuck off. And we're like, no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just fuck, who are you?
Jesus.
We're like, no. We're just like, no, we understand, but like, we're here, you're down there. There's not that many people on the train. Like, there is a lot of space down there.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not going. Like, there's too many of us.
Yeah.
We will take over the train.
Yeah.
And he goes, I just saying, when we get there, I might call the police. And I was just like, that's really lame.
Oh, what to say? What?
To say like they're being slightly loud.
I know there is. Listen, like, don't get. Like, I am the first to get annoyed about someone on the train.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Oh, you should have seen me
You
all
love
the
it,
way
actually.
up to Glasgow.
Yeah.
I was furious.
Tutting.
People just folding paper, whispering too loudly. I was like, ugh. But there's sometimes where I just have to accept defeat. If I'm on a train carriage and there's either a train carriage full of football fans going to a match, I think, right, well, I'm just going to have to get on board with this in some way.
Yeah, but like there's...
I know that doesn't mean they're allowed to wreck the place and tell people to fuck off.
Yeah,
Absolutely not. But, yeah.
But the thing is as well, though, there was so much space on the train.
Oh,
we
really?
basically had like a carriage.
Yeah.
And then like there was like maybe... There was about maybe 30, 40 of us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were... this was being broken up into two sides, we would definitely have been the South Dublin side. And so we just said, look, lads, there's loads of space up and down the carriage. Like, it's just not going to... you're not going to be successful here.
Yeah.
Telling everyone here to be quiet or whatever. So in fairness, they all moved and it was like there was no other issues.
Yeah.
But then like about an hour later, I might put this photo on Instagram, but I'll block out your man's face.
Okay.
But it definitely got into like one of the old lads was like top off.
Oh, Jesus.
Like swinging jersey.
Yeah.
Swinging jersey.
Swinging jersey. I love that. Let's just say he was swinging jersey.
Let's just say he was swinging jersey.
He was inserting flair.
one of them, do you know, like when you're getting off a train, especially those European ones, where there's like a couple of steps going down.
Yeah.
But the door's locked. One of them was passed out in there.
Oh, my God.
This is 2:00.
Oh, God.
All right. And we got there, and then we got like a police escort out of the train station. We got there about 7:00, 8:00. But like, we were like, that was just good crack. Like, we got escort out, and then as soon as we were like a foot outside the train station, just the police left.
Okay.
And we're like, we could just go back.
Yeah.
Like there was very little threat
Our
from us.
plans foiled. Yeah.
We don't turn back, but like the gold is there. But I went to my hostel, met the guys. I was in like a 10-room hostel. Went out. We all like went to a place called the Irish Times, like packed full of Irish people.
The newspaper.
Yeah, but I don't.
They're like, stop! Why are you drinking? We're trying to
trying to work
do
here.
journalism. Get off that printer! Stop!
All good journalists are alcoholics, actually, just being an absolute nuisance. But we were there for a good while. There was like a couple of musicians who went up who definitely weren't Irish. One of them looked like a Czech version. Do you know Pierce O'Donoghue? Have you met my mate Pierce?
Yes.
I'll show you a photo, but a Czech version of them.
Yeah.
Had a great time, loads of music, but everyone sort of crashed about 1 a.m.
Yeah.
So I went, had a few pints around the place, and I went into a rock bar, all right, and there was no one in there. And the good thing about it felt like a giant stag with like 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Because you could just join anyone's table.
Nice.
And there was like in this rock bar, it was completely dead, but there was 3 Irish fans. And I was like, "Can I join you for a pint, lads?" They're like, "Ah, yeah, no worries, buddy. We're from Artane. One of us." And I was trying to like, I was having like a DMC moment. I was like, "Let's have a serious chat about something." And they were like, "Do you know any songs? Do you sing us a song, will you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can sing a song." And they're like, "Sing us a song there." Do you know Humour's a Whiskey?
No.
Okay, it's very short. So
Okay.
Okay. Come guess me this riddle. What beats pipe and fiddle? What's hotter than mustard and milder than cream? What bets wets your whistle? What's clearer than crystal? Sweeter than honey and milder than steam? What can make the lame walk? What can make the dumb talk? What's elixir of life and philosopher's stone? What helped Mr. Gunnell to build that Thames tunnel? Sure wasn't it whiskey from out in a shone? So next to the crater, the best thing in nature for building your sorrow and raising your joy. And boy, I have wonder if lightning and thunder was made by the plunder of whiskey, me boy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jim.
Their response to that was, "You gay?"
Yeah.
I swear to God, like, "You gay, yeah? You gay?" And they were like, "It's all right, man. It's all right. It's all right." Like,
What the fuck?
yeah. And I was like, "No." I was like, "Is that just because I sang that song?" And they're like, "No, man, no, it's fine, it's fine." And then one of them did say the F sir, and the other two went, "No, you don't say that. You don't say that." And I was like, I'm going to hit the road.
Well, thank you, fellas.
Yeah,
You were there at the table for 5 minutes.
And you're showing me how enlightened football fans are. I went back to my hostel. I got back at 3 o'clock, right? And I was, like I said, 10 beds, and I was sneaking in, and I was like, "Oh, tiptoe, you know." And then this 100% true, okay?
Yeah.
I got in, and I went, "Oh, wait a second, I forgot. Every single person in my dorm are all on the same holiday, and they're all deaf.
What?
Every single one of them is deaf."
You didn't know these people?
I didn't. I met them
Right.
briefly,
Yeah.
like beforehand, like when I was like hammered, went in at like 7 o'clock after getting off the train, leave my stuff in. Every one of them is deaf. And they're all like 22, 23,
Yeah.
just on like a lad's holiday. One can lip read.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just like, "Oh yeah,
Absolute result.
yeah." Now either they're deaf or just really polite. It's one of the two. But I was like, class.
So you're knocking over
Yeah,
glasses.
flicking the lights on and off.
They're not blind.
Oh yeah. And so I was like, class, and I got into bed, and then I got up the following day. Maybe about 9 o'clock or something like that. Had a shower, came back, and they were like passed out.
Yeah.
And I was heading out. I think I hit the road for about 10:30,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Is it my duty to wake these guys up? Am I being
Shake
ableist?"
them all.
Yeah. "Hi guys, just let you know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the morning.
It's the morning now. If you want to be alive."
Yeah.
But one of them did have like a rope with a candle burning it and an anvil on top. So I thought I'll leave it to that.
The old fashioned.
The old, yeah.
Fair play to him.
Then I went to a pub called, you would love this place,
Yeah.
called O'Chea's.
Okay.
Oh,
O'Chea's.
O'Chea's.
How are they spelling that? Like Che Guevara?
Why did you say that weird?
What do you mean?
Che Guevara.
Che Guevara. That's
Che
what I said.
Guevara. Guevara.
Guevara, is it?
Che Guevara, yeah. You need a...
Well, I don't. Neither of us are Cuban here, Joe.
Well, that's very presumptuous. Might be
Oh,
true.
Sorry, you're from Nice, Cuba.
That's the best you can do. Have a nice
There's
Anna?
no
Oh,
time.
there's no time. Yeah. So I went in there. I went to the Irish Times first. So that was packed. But I went into this place, O'Chea's, and I was like, good name. Their slogan on the back of their tops.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was just on one side. By the way, they had no Che Guevara merchandise whatsoever. The closest thing they had was Fidel Castro in a leprechaun hat.
That famous Che Guevara T-shirt.
No, didn't have that.
No,
They had actually got very little to do with Che
They're
Guevara.
like, who was he? Why?
It's actually, your man's dyslexic. Who made the name. We're just sort of vibing with it and hope it makes sense. But he had a leprechaun hat on, and I got in there. It's like, I'm just going to have breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
But the place was already, not packed. It was only a small enough place, but it was hopping a bit. So I was like, grand, okay, get my breakfast. And then the lads were starting to wake up. It was in the WhatsApp group, and I was thinking, none of us have tickets, so except my brother and one of the lads. And I was like, come down here because this place is going to be, everywhere's going to be jammed by 2 o'clock. But like this way, I have a table.
Yeah.
So the lads eventually came down, but there was some young lads there. Like when I was sitting down to get breakfast, it took me an hour to get breakfast as well.
Really?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. What? I would expect better breakfast from an Irish Che Guevara themed pub.
Yeah, that doesn't have any Che Guevara in it. But sorry, actually, their catchphrase or their slogan was Guinness, and it's on the back of their tops. Guinness, it'll blacken your shite.
Wow.
And no one there was Irish. There was like a couple of Mexicans, Finnish people, I think 1 or 2 Czechs. And I'm like,
what a strange vibe.
Did I get that?
Yeah.
Did I understand what's happening? Did I know what shite is? But I was like, it was really, really good fun. But there was young lads there who were doing Jaeger bombers at like 1 o'clock, who were already standing up and chanting.
Oh,
and like
God.
everyone was there, was Irish fans, so they were getting it. But they're also like, we're not there. We're not. This has been a long couple of days.
Yeah.
So and I was trying to, at one point, one of them had like a mullet and a mustache. And I was like, this guy's not going to last long. And I bet he just sort of disappeared. And I myself and one of the lads was like, wonder what time he went at. And my brother's fiance sent me a video being like, who the fuck is that guy? So in one of the videos I'll put up on the left-hand corner, you can see this guy, like, I don't know how this finished, but you can see him sitting in the chair and starting to pull down his pants.
Oh my God.
So from that point on, he wasn't seen again. I don't know what he did. I don't know what he did, because the video didn't finish at that point.
But it wasn't good.
It wasn't good.
No.
And then right before the game,
Yeah.
there was a young lad came in, and the place is jammed, right? In such a brilliant atmosphere.
Mm-hmm.
They had a dodgy box. I put a video online.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
The dodgy
That
box,
was great. Yeah.
which is great. And but a young lad, about 15 years old, playing guitar,
Yeah.
and wasn't very good. He had like a little songbook in front of him,
Aw.
with plastic sheets.
Tough crowd. I mean,
Well,
were
like,
they?
they-
Or were they
Oh
not? a
no,
tough crowd?
everyone's really
Yeah.
happy and good. And he was doing like Irish songs.
Oh right. Okay.
But I went up, and because he wasn't great, and I was like, "Hey man, are you being paid to be here?"
Yeah.
And he went, "Yeah." And he was like, "But you can tip me." And I was like, "No, that's not what I'm here for. Can we get someone else up? Can we just do a couple of songs? Can we get someone else up?"
What, from the crowd? Like-
From one of the lads, like
Yeah.
my brother Kev would get up, or
Yeah.
one of us would get up. And he was like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, respect. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Start doing songs, but this will live with me till the day I die."
Mhm.
Right? He couldn't pronounce his R's.
Oh no.
Okay,
Like a Jonathan Ross style.
but harder.
Oh.
So like, so we can say this now, and I don't have to worry.
How did the Irish Rover go down?
So good. Because it was obvious, like we'd heard him sing for 2 hours. All right. My favorite thing was Celtic Symphony.
Yeah.
Shout, ooh ah up the wah, ooh ah up the wah. And
Oh
it
my.
kind of got everyone on board. We're just like, and that came like the calling card from myself, the lads on the table. Up the wah, guys. Up the wah. Free Island.
You can't say that in Northern Ireland anymore. With or without the or.
Woke gone mad. And we were met by an ex-Irish footballer,
Ian Hart.
Ian Hart.
Yeah.
I've met him once before at like an interview with him, Alan Kelly, and Clinton Morrison.
Mm-hmm.
But I went up to him and I was like, because I'm not really sure what his vibe is.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you can have a chat with him, like he's really nice. He got
Yeah.
photographs with everyone and did autographs and like had the crack. But I'm like, I don't know if there's any depth to him. So I just went up and I was trying to have a chat.
He wasn't writing poetry on the bar like.
He was just writing his name.
Yeah.
He was just trying to spell his name right though.
You know, I'm not just a football guy. You know.
I have stuff going on. I went up and someone mentioned about him going to Levante, which is for anyone who doesn't know, place in Spain. He's like a legend there because he scored their first goal. And I went, "Hey, Ian, if I can."
Their first goal in La Liga.
In La Liga, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Ever. And I was like, "Oh, just wondering, do you know the actor Michael Caine?" He went, "Oh, the actor." I went, "Yes." Yeah.
This guy is pretty sharp.
Yeah, pretty good. Do you ever notice? You know the way he was in? You might notice he was in Jaws 2, the movie. Oh, you went, "Oh, the movie." Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jaws 2, the stage play.
The artistic interpretation.
I'm quite
yeah.
familiar. Yes.
Yeah. But he opened the famous story about Michael Caine is that he opened the script and it said set in Caribbean. He like, "Yep, that'll do."
Mhm.
I was like, "Was that like you in Levante?" He went, "What are you talking about?"
Oh.
And I was like, I'm gonna walk away. He was like, I don't know what you mean. And I was like, all right, yep, Grant. So I went away. We all went in and watched the match in O'Chea's.
Mhm.
Like electric atmosphere, 2-0 up, lose, devastating. The place cleared out in 10 minutes. We all went to like Czech pubs. There were no Czech people.
Yeah.
I don't think any Czech person actually was at the game.
No, I think it was probably like when a bandit comes into town in a western, and they're like, "Oh no!" And you see them all closing the shutters.
Yeah.
Get scram, kids, scram! It's the Irish fans, and they just lost bad.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
So we all went to we just had 1 or 2 pints, and then we went to bed. And I can't say I have a lot of nice things to say about the Czech people.
You can't say you have
yeah, pretty much every one of them has told me to be quiet. So
Should you maybe not have some self-reflection off the back of that, Joe?
No, football fan, doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen. Should have let us win. It would have been fine then.
Should have let us win. Although they beat Denmark then as
That
well.
was very frustrating. That was worse.
Because we were like, well, even if we do win, we'll just lose to Denmark because they're very good. And turns out, maybe...
We would have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. Basically, well, no, they won. I think it was like 1-0, 1-0, 2-1 to Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Czechia. 2-2-all, and then the one on penalties. I'm like, we would have actually done Denmark.
Well, penalties.
Yeah, but you just don't know. But I feel like but like this World Cup is fascist, so I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad
we
we're not
don't
doing it.
want
We
to
don't want
go
it.
anyway.
We actually don't want to go.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's nice to hear about that trip. I have to say that's probably my worst nightmare.
I think, yeah. Well, it was. I was in O'Chea's for pretty much exactly 12 hours.
Oh my god!
Because it was the only way to keep seats.
And is there like no daylight in there? Is it underground or is it?
No, you couldn't see the daylight. The daylight was outside. You can go out for fresh air every so often.
But like, could you see out a window?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
But there was lots of like. I think you would have enjoyed it. No, you would have enjoyed it. You probably would have had to go for a lie down, but halfway through the day.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, probably in the corner. You would have had a little Sean corner, a little Sean nook. But there was a lot of like football, like real deep cut football references.
Okay, fair
Like the
enough.
one I brought into it was, I go, respect.
Oh yeah, Jose Mourinho.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was another one. Oh, the one we did a lot was, Mr. Picton, I thought you was dead.
Oh, I love that one so much.
But like bringing it up
so
as often as you can.
thought you was dead. Hello, Ian.
I'm not dead at
Very
all.
much alive. Someone told me you was dead.
I love that. It's so sincere, but everyone's heartbroken for it now. But that's why it's a
It's
meme
just
now.
such a great meme. Just him doing that, an actual double take in
Yeah,
real
yeah.
life. Oh, it's like any time when like John Lennon's Twitter account tweets like, "Oh, new music coming out now," and somebody puts that underneath.
I thought you was dead.
Yeah. What?
Couple of questions. My phone's a bit of a distance. Oh, by the way, Prague is amazing. Go to Prague. Have you been to Prague?
Oh, it is gorgeous.
It's
Been there a
actually-
couple of times.
I think I'm at that age now where I appreciate
Yeah.
the exteriors of buildings as well as not just the Irish pubs.
Not just the beer that they pour
yeah,
inside.
but
Prague
like-
is a great. Like I went there twice when I was interrailing. And that's
Did you
a
get
proper-
lost?
It's a prop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because what do you mean?
As in,
No.
as in like you went once and then you ended up accidentally going back.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I've returned a second time. But it's an absolute like boozer of a city. Though
Yeah,
they say
yeah.
that beer's cheaper than water in Prague.
It fucking is.
So it was probably like a recipe made in heaven for the Irish fans in Prague.
it really was.
There was a pub there we went to. I went with my friend Rory, and you reminded me when you were talking about the hostel there,
Yeah.
because I was like, "Oh God, that's a disaster for like a load of football fans."
Yeah.
I thought you were all sharing a dorm, but I snore, and Rory used to have a nightmare. Like he would be like hitting me in Prague, like he'd be hitting me in the face with a pillow throughout the night, just going, "Wake up! Stop snoring! Stop snoring!" And poor
Do you
fella,
still snore?
I still snore. So now it's just like that going, "Wake up! Stop snoring!"
She's used to it now. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember we went to a bar there, and it was like, I don't know if it still exists, but the tables were split up into teams, and it was based on how much you were drinking.
Yeah.
So you could compete against other tables, and there was a table, like a live updated
Yeah.
chart. So whoever drank the most would be like top of the league,
Oh my God.
which is not the healthiest
No.
tactic, but well, healthy in a business sense,
That
I
is
guess.
fun.
But yeah,
But it's a bit of complaining I want to do as well. So hostel I was staying in was a 10-bed dorm, whatever it was.
Mhm.
I can't remember because it's all funky European money
yeah,
that I don't actually know, but I know it's cheap.
Mhm.
Got it for cheap. I'm going to go away for a stag.
Mhm.
All right, I think it was like 50 quid
Yeah.
for 2 nights.
All right,
I'm going to go away for a stag in May,
yeah.
and for the exact same thing, 10-room dorm, they want €120 a night
Oh, what for a hostel?
for a hostel. Yeah,
The fucking
I know.
the reason
No.
for a hostels is that it's shit and you have to share
Yeah,
a room,
yeah.
but at least it's cheap.
Yeah,
What is the logic here? That's ridiculous.
that's Galway.
Oh
But
my
I
God.
actually I rang my Irish own who listens. I rang him to give. I blamed him because he's like my representative from Galway. He got me free tickets to Saw Doctors before.
Oh,
So for me, he's like the minister of Galway. So I'm like, you bastard.
take this back to the council.
Yeah. Let them know
Yeah.
how to steal a penguin is not happy. Yeah, cool. A couple of questions.
Yeah.
Numi.
Oh, yeah.
Who was written in before, but she wants to know: is there any creator
Mm-hmm.
that we would never want to work with or be associated with.
Creator, like in what sense? Like in just
I think it. She just said creator. So for me, it's God
oh,
or Jehovah.
zing.
Boom! Take that, baby.
This guy taking it
Joe's-
to the top.
Joe has just been struck by lightning. We're presuming.
There goes
a
that-
coincidence.
There goes that sponsorship deal with,
Yeah.
with Christianity.
With Heaven nightclub.
Yeah.
That's how it sounds quick. I was taking a sip at the same time.
Leave in the sip. Yeah, good question. I suppose. Well, let's go big, right?
Yeah.
Movie wise, Woody Allen probably would.
I think Woody Allen.
I think there was pre-internet. There was probably a couple of decades there where people were like, "Oh, I think I can work with him and get away with it."
Yeah.
And people, well,
But also not knowing, and people, now with like the book's out.
yeah.
Yeah, like his son has been like, no, he's terrible.
Yeah, you can't plead ignorance on that anymore.
Well, his son is also not his son; it's Frank Sinatra's son.
Well, that's conjecture.
Have you seen him?
Objection, Your Honor. Removed. Sustained. Removed.
Can you sustain yourself?
I don't know.
I don't know what. Yeah.
I'm just saying all the words I've heard in courtroom dramas. If I had a gavel, if I had a hammer right now. But what else? Yeah, so probably not him. I don't think he'll be in touch anytime soon.
Yeah.
Also
Roman Polanski. I think that Roman Polanski's a
Roman
word.
Polanski,
But Roman Polanski cannot go to America because he's
Yeah,
been.
yeah, because he's been like charged,
Yeah.
but and like for decades now, and he got and is Noemi French? I
Yeah.
presume. France gave him like a César award not long ago, and
Yeah,
that's like the French equivalent of an Oscar
Yeah.
or BAFTA, let's say.
Yeah.
So it's like, people definitely know about it.
Yeah.
So probably him. But we're
Wrong.
going so movie as if we're like, oh yes, I have so many film collaborators. Who?
How frustrating would that be if like everyone who wanted to work with you was like really like brilliant, but also just like super nancy?
Problematic.
You'd be like, oh come on, just give me Ryan Gosling. But is there anyone? Tarantino?
I'd probably still. Although, what's his vibe?
I don't know. He lives in Tel Aviv, which is always a bad.
Oh no,
That's really bad.
Oh no.
He is pro-Israel.
Oh no.
Yeah. So is Adam Sandler though.
What?
Yeah, but he hides it better or something. I don't know.
Oh, those silly voices. Oh. He says something like that, and he's like, "Hang on, did you just say yay Israel in there as well?"
Gay
Ooh,
Israel.
yay. I have objectionable beliefs. Oh.
That is the way to do it.
Yeah.
That
It's
is
like,
the way
hang
to-
on, he's doing a silly voice. I feel like he said something else in there, but it doesn't
No,
matter.
mustn't have. Is there anyone
I don't really know. I'm trying to be more realistic about it, but
there's people who like the way they say, "Oh, my career has been ruined. Like I can't." Like
Mhm.
what annoys me about that is like this is the most fucking tepid, obvious take.
Mhm.
But anyone who's ever said like I've been silenced is generally saying it to a room of 2,000 people that are coming to support them.
Yeah, that's like name any male comedian in the past
Yeah,
decade
yeah,
or
yeah.
so. I don't know. Although it's all fairly obvious. So I'm trying to think. I don't know. Like comedy wise,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know if I want to go down that road. To be honest,
I don't think we can go down that road.
Yeah. So let's just stick with problematic directors.
Let's
who,
just see-
who
yeah,
we
yeah.
never would have worked with. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's go with that one. That seems safer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just like I think you just take everything on the merits that you're presented with. Like,
I'd say
here's one. Sorry, do you know what? This one. So I meant to ask you about this anyway. Jack Hester.
Yeah.
This is not against Jack, by the way, but
Yeah.
great guy, brilliant comedian. On his podcast,
Mhm.
he put a clip out with a comedian. I don't even know. I can't remember the comedian's name, but the comedian was defending the Riyadh Comedy Festival,
Mhm.
being like, just let them make the bread. Like, we know how difficult it is to make money and stuff like that. Like, you can't judge them. And I'm like, no, you can. You can judge. Every single comedian that did the Riyadh Comedy Festival didn't need to do it.
No.
Okay, fine. They made an extra couple of million,
Yeah.
but they were already multi-millionaires.
Yeah. That's a completely absurd take.
That's
to
and
say.
I actually got me so mad.
Painting it out to be like almost like an artistic grant that's
Yeah.
keeping the lights on for these plucky comedians.
Oh, it's
They're
just-
all huge names
Yeah,
being paid, extortionate amounts to do this festival.
to legitimize an evil state.
Complete bollocks. Like
Yeah.
nothing about that makes any sense
No.
to me. Like,
As you said in your sketch, what was it? the Mordor Comedy Festival.
Oh,
What was it again?
yeah, the Mordor Comedy Festival. Yeah, that was it.
That was great.
What was it? Yeah, that was the very funny
Very funny,
metaphor I
yeah.
used to describe it.
But it's just frustrating because, like, now if you're looking at it like like smaller comedian like who gets it, I don't know what equivalent problematic gig would be on that level.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, I understand you have to pay rent, you
Yeah.
have food, you have this, you have that. Like, I understand.
If you are literally going from week to week, because there are some, places.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the comedy industry is famously like problematic,
Yes,
and the comedy
yes,
bookers
yes.
and promoters.
Yeah.
Some people have reputations, but there are places in Ireland and England where people might be gigging week to week to support
Yeah.
themselves, and that that's more defensible. But Bill Burr doing the Riyadh Comedy Festival for another $1 million.
Bill Burr frustrated
What?
me
Like,
so much. Him doing
No,
that.
I just and like Jimmy Carr, and like, although I don't really like Jimmy Carr anyway, but
Yeah,
also he's got to be mega rich. I just
Yeah.
think, at what point is it enough? Like, you definitely didn't need to do
No.
this.
But it's for more. It has to be more than just money. They must. It's got to be for rep. It got to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
But anyone who did, like, I'll say anyone who performed at that festival, like, I love Bill Burr. I did love Bill Burr.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't look at him the same way because Bill Burr was the working class kind of comedian that made it,
Yeah,
that worked his way up and was in Breaking Bad
and he had quite a lot of like. There was a few sound clips of him railing against billionaires and
Yeah,
wealth inequality
yeah.
months just before the Riyadh
when
Festival.
the CEO was murdered.
Yeah,
Yeah, or
and I'm
assassinated.
like, what happened there?
Yeah, I just
Very disappointing. You have to You have to practice what you preach. It's that simple.
And
I know it's a pain in the ass.
And look, there might be maybe there's stuff like, I know I'm only speculating here, and maybe it's me hoping more than anything that Bill Burr was told, if you gig at this, we'll give you funding to do one of your projects or something like that. But that's just me hoping.
Yeah.
I don't like. You know the way that always happens in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You wonder how this brilliant writer or actor or whatever is in this shit movie,
Yeah.
and it's generally the fund there, like the movie they want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I think anyone who's involved with that was a really dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like Dave Chappelle, why is he doing it?
Oh, Dave Chappelle.
But
Oh,
like,
gee,
no,
don't get me started.
I know.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
so
yeah.
many issues with him as well. But like,
Yeah.
anyone who took part in that, there was not one person who needed to do it.
Yeah,
But I will have no issue with someone who is living week to week, doing gigs that they're probably like, oh, I shouldn't. You know, you do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Had a good chat with actually. Do you know what? Listen to YouTube when we continue this chat. It's going to be.
We're gonna get stuck
You
in.
get stuck in. You know,
We're gonna do all the stuff that's gonna require legal action. we're gonna.
So really, you're missing out if you
we're
don't do
gonna
it.
say all the unfounded allegations we can think of, and when we're not gonna do a disclaimer.
We're going to just rattle them off. No one's safe. We're going to make them up on the spot.
Yeah, I've been writing them down on the back of a receipt in my wallet, and we're gonna say it all on YouTube.
Michael Fry's a mermaid. There. First one's out of the bag. Sorry, I couldn't hold it out for any
Oh,
longer.
Jesus.
But check us out on YouTube, guys. We're going to come over to there. Thanks so much for listening now. Please like and subscribe. We have an arbitrary number we're trying to get to for...
Trying to get to 1,000 followers
Yeah.
on Spotify, and we're a couple of hundred away.
Yeah.
So if you haven't already followed, hit the follow button, please. And then we will hit that arbitrary target together.
that we need, and then we'll move on to the next arbitrary goalpost. Thanks so much, Black and the Blue Bin.
Black in the blue bin.
But I was chatting with sorry.
Now moving to the YouTube section.
But chatting to Richie Sheehy
Yeah.
after our comedy night in where did we go to afterwards? Slim Jims.
Yep.
And he was saying about joke thieving.
Yeah.
All right. And so he's like, I don't know what your thought. Like, I know what your thoughts, obviously, on joke thievery are, but like the nuances in it. So he said like he's been MCing before,
Yeah.
and like there was like a back and forth going on, and he's like stopped for a moment, and he's not used a gag that's not his gag
Mm-hmm.
because he knows someone else's, even though he knows it would kill at that moment. And I said, and he's like, I know that person wouldn't mind me using it. And I'm like, if it's not filmed
Yeah.
and they're not, is it better if they're there or if they're not there? Oh, I guess if they're not there.
Better there if they're not there.
Yeah,
I
if they're not
guess.
there, yeah. But it's just like, it wouldn't be like a bit. It
Well,
would be
yeah,
like,
if it's
it
a
would-
very quick, like if it's literally like a one-liner
a
gag,
lot, yeah.
like something like, what's the word? Do you want some advice? Don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like obviously not that, but like in the style of, oh, here's a stock response to a
Yes.
a setup that happens every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all right. And you know what? I've probably done that as well. Like if because there's some jokes like that. They're very quick. Like,
Yeah.
you're thinking of an actual bit, like either
A bit
a
is so,
sketch or a whole section of stand up.
Yeah.
Like
Which is-
even like on the last one we did, where I was talking about people who smoke vapes,
Yeah.
and I said, "Oh, were they called vapors?" And then like I said, "Vapists."
Yeah.
But I'm sure I've heard that before somewhere
Probably,
else. I don't
yeah.
think I invented that by any means.
But you can't.
But I couldn't
yeah.
say for sure where I did.
Yeah.
So I thought, I think it'll just be funny now.
Yeah.
Anyway, just say that.
But it's not like I remember I had one where it was I was like, oh, what do you do for a living? They're like, oh, I'm a web developer. I'm like, oh, you're a spider.
Nice.
And they're like, I'm sure that's been done.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
But
been
that's
done.
great. I would class that as like an internet joke.
Yeah.
As in,
yeah.
I'm sure I've seen that in a meme or something somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think that's fair game.
But I think it's, like I said, because I read Robin Williams' biography, which was released after he died, and he was massively criticized for joke stealing.
Really?
But the thing is, he would say, like, he'd be on chat shows or he'd be on whatever, and he'd just be riffing, and he wouldn't.
Oh yeah.
He wouldn't ever go, I'm gonna take this. But he spent every night in comedy clubs for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And it's just like he picks up stuff, and they said to him, was like, Robin, we completely get it.
Yeah.
We know he didn't mean to do it, but they're like, I can't use that bit now.
Yeah.
Because you took it.
Yeah.
So that's where it changed. I'm like, if it's not filmed, and now it's obviously different in this day and age, people, for you to use it on live TV that's still on purpose. But if you're using it in a club, and you film it and you upload it as your gag, that's very like,
no, that's
direct.
like staking a claim in it. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Back in the day as well, like when in the early days of stand up, where it wasn't even a thing yet, where it was like entertainers who would do the circuit in these men's clubs or whatever, they would swap gags.
Oh,
like
yeah.
You do a gig in Middlesbrough and hear a joke, and then you do it
Yeah.
in Luton or something like a few months later,
Yeah.
knowing that no two same people are going to be there.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly, yeah.
But obviously it's not really how it's done now, and for the best, you know. But you can see, like, certainly in sketches, sometimes like parallel thinking happens, but sometimes somebody has just nicked it. As
which has
I've
happened
seen.
to you,
yeah.
I was happened to Tom Lawrence during the week as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, I
he
didn't see that.
posted. He said like, he posted a video. I can't remember what video of his it was, but he posted and just like, he did it in the typical sort of Tom Lawrence way of being like, they stole it, but in an aloof, weird way. He did it. And I went, I was like, those bastards. It's like, yeah, they just changed the accents or changed the language, and they have it in the sun. I was like, I didn't know it was the sun. I actually prefer his theirs. He's great. And
Great lad.
so what do you think about SNL?
I've been really enjoying it.
I'm so happy.
It's really good. Yeah.
So happy. It's not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I think it's good for everyone. Really.
Yeah.
That it's good.
If it reignites people into going to see comedy now, and
Yeah, or even just investing in comedy.
yeah.
You know, it sounds like they put a load of money into it as well.
They
like,
really,
big
which is
budgets.
I honestly thought it'd be a year and done, and then every one of them would have an Edinburgh Fringe show being like my time on SNL. But I will say that probably my like vocal stim for this year is, what kind of Irish is your granddad?
Yeah, that's been stuck in my head for weeks.
It's so good.
His
do you know
accents
him
are
at all?
good. I don't know him. No.
He
was in a sketch group with Phil Wang.
yes,
and another
that's
fella
right. That's right.
called Daphne, I think.
Yeah, but
and,
he I'm like, he must have Irish. Like,
he must do. His accents are excellent. Like they were really good, and I was like, maybe he does have an Irish granddad. Otherwise, where did this bit come from?
But also, there are writers on that show.
Yeah,
so
true.
I'm sure one of them.
Yeah.
They weren't like, they had like Irish granddad in a circle, being like, there's something we can do here. There's something.
This is topical, right?
Yeah,
Irish granddad stuff.
But like, I said it to cousin Paul, who listens, and because he turned to me, we were working during the week, and he was like, "That's not offensive, is it?" I'm like, it's actually not.
No,
it's
I
the
don't
opposite.
think so.
Like, it's so well put together.
Yeah,
and it's so like, British culture is so like, there's so everyone I know has an Irish granny.
I know.
An Irish granddad.
It is true. Like it is literally true.
Yeah.
Like so many English people would have Irish grandparents, and that's a fair reflection.
But it was a
Also-
nuanced take on each.
Yeah,
one as
nuanced
well.
take, and the accents were good. I think
Oh,
what
yeah.
annoys us most is just when somebody does a bad Irish accent.
Yeah.
But he nailed it. Fair play to him.
Absolutely nailed it.
Fair play to him.
Confused by Nicola Coughlan being there, but that's If it's okay for me to say
yeah,
that.
there was. Yeah, the first. There are a lot of cameos so far, but
Yeah.
I guess they were just throwing everything at the wall. And just,
Yeah, but I'm surprised she's at that level.
Of like, I suppose in the UK she would be.
Is she?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like
Like Bridgerton is massive.
yeah,
Bridgerton
I
is
guess so.
huge.
I guess so.
Huge.
And Derek, huge.
And Dairy Girls.
Derry,
as
that
you
was
said.
great. And he
Yeah.
played Hamlet. I was so annoyed to find that
yeah.
out. When the thing he did with Riz Ahmed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Although that was kind of reverse of what they did with Jamie Dornan as well.
Oh yeah,
When
yeah. Was
well,
it?
Al Nash was doing the James Bond.
Yeah, that was
And
funny.
then he was the serious. That was just kind of.
That really made me laugh.
That was
'cause
very, very
George Fouracres comes in and he's like, "Oh, I played Hamlet as well." And Riz Ahmed suddenly like goes from being happy to like really annoyed and serious. And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I played Hamlet in Shakespeare's Globe." And Riz Ahmed says, "Never heard of." Like, but you played Hamlet. How you haven't heard of Shakespeare? Just a very small moment, very
Yeah.
funny.
And it's Jack Whitehall next week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be interesting.
maybe.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Jamie Dornan as well he gave it his best, but he was a bit. I'm just gonna sneak this in right at the end. He's,
I hope Jamie Dornan is one of the two
Oh,
people we have
no.
watching this.
Why did I have to listen to the end this week?
I have a tiny Jamie Dornan story.
Oh yeah.
It's so this will be covered at some point in the future. But I worked at Vittorio's after party.
Oh yeah.
I can say that it was Vittorio's. I wasn't going to bring this up, but he mentioned in his podcast that
Okay.
he had it where I was working and
Mhm.
everything, so I could talk about it. But I was giving out wristbands for people
Yeah.
coming in. And Jamie Dornan came in, and there was like a big queue, and I went, "All right, anyone who's been in 50 Shades of Grey can come in straight away." He was just like, "All right, thanks," and just just walked in. I was like, we'll talk about that at some point in the future. But it was
What's with your gags to famous Irish people just like not getting the reception they deserve?
I don't know. I
week?
think it's jealousy.
Ian Hart and
Well, Ian Hart's just an idiot.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks.
You just made an enemy for life, Jamie Dornan.
This will come back to bite you in no way. Anyway, thanks YouTube.
Thanks, Emil.
Thanks. Bye.